KGSM-TV, I'm Zoe Jones.
And I'm Reed Gregory. First up today, it's a change that Missouri Western students have been waiting for what feels like forever.
Missouri Western is no longer requiring masks on campus. Here's what faculty and students had to say.
I think people are very excited to have the mask removed.
The COVID-19 response team removed the mask mandate at Missouri Western on October 15th for the first time since March of 2020. This decision has made a huge difference in the campus community. Between mask mandates, social distancing, and general overall health, the COVID-19 numbers were low enough to allow the students and faculty to see this change. While students are excited about this decision, they feel that no one should be required to get the vaccine.
Yeah, they have the opportunity to get it if they want, but I don't see if you don't want it, you shouldn't have to get it, I guess. But if you feel like it makes you safer, go ahead.
While students are happy about this change, many have opposing views as well as very similar ones.
I think it's good that we're keeping our eye out for for COVID and making sure and seeing the rates. And if it gets higher, we implement the mask mandate again.
And watching the rates is exactly what the COVID-19 response team plans to do.
We're constantly watching things, and if things change, if the rates go up and stuff, we may have to make adjustments. But for right now, we still feel like that's a good trend.
As the COVID-19 response team continues to watch the numbers, they encourage everyone to remain safe as they finish off the semester.
The Pet Protection Program is a way to promote and give back to survivors who have gone through domestic violence. Not only is this helpful for the individual, but for their pets as well. The program provides a safe shelter for them and their animals.
My role in the Pet Protection Program, I work with the YWCA, and we are currently, we've recently gotten pets added to the orders of protection for domestic violence survivors. And so we're working to find different ways to help foster their pets while they are maybe in the shelter.
This program is specifically about allowing the women that come into the domestic violence shelter at the YWCA to have a place to foster their pets out to, so that their pets can be safe as well as them.
That might be the cutest chihuahua I have ever seen in my life. For more information, you can visit thebestiebnb.com to donate or volunteer. You can also contact Emily Bravo for more information.
Moving on, Max's Mart is a great place to eat when you want a late night snack here on campus. Not only have they added new items to their menus in the Commons, they've also changed the layout of the shopping area and the kitchen.
Mart, otherwise known as the C-Store, has been a great hangout spot for students late at night. They offer a variety of food and drinks and other convenience store items. Over the summer, the school got the chance to change the C-Store by removing their pizza oven and adding more fryers into the kitchen. They've also changed the menu, and so far, students seem to like the update.
Last year they only had the hot dogs, the pizza, and, the burgers on a grill, freshly cooked. Yeah, it's not as it was good, but it's not as good as the new stuff.
This year they got hamburger, a double hamburger, cheeseburger, we get 3-piece and a 5-piece chicken. They got mozzarella sticks, onion rings, curly fries, a lot of good stuff.
My man is absolutely excited about that food, and so am I. Max's Mart is open 7 p.m. to 12 a.m. on weekdays and 8 p.m. to 12 a.m. on weekends.
All right, we will be right back after this break.
The average text takes your eyes off the road for nearly 5 seconds.
Welcome back. Trick-or-treat season is here and kids are excited to get back out.
Scaife Elementary here in town is offering students and staff a great way to get involved outside of school. This year, the elementary school held their first ever Trunk or Treat Festival. All students and staff were welcome to participate.
I would describe Trunk or Treat as being a time for us to interact with our families. These are all teachers that have come out, and so we've dressed up. We want to see our families outside of school.
One thing I want our staffing community and our families to know is that we love our kids here at Scaife Elementary so much. And we really like to go above and beyond to provide things that just are a fun evening for them, and we're so glad people could come tonight.
For more information about upcoming events, you can contact Jennifer Patterson or go to Scaife Elementary School's website. This past weekend, the School of Fine Arts hosted their annual 48-hour film festival. However, this year it looked a little bit different. Our Maddie Spath has the story.
Cinema students are at the peak of their workload this semester, and 48 fell right in the middle. Because of this, many of the students are facing burnout and use 48 weekend as a break.
Well, most years there have been upwards of like 8 teams that, have participated in 48, but this year there was only one, and it was our team.
During a 48-hour festival, teams are given a genre, a line of dialogue, a character, and prop to use in their film. They then have to write, film, edit, and deliver their film by the deadline.
Because with us being the only team, that meant that we kind of got to take a lot of creative liberty, where in the past we would get given a genre and all of that. We got to choose it ourselves. So we chose one that we felt the most confident in.
Normally, student films can take anywhere from 1 month up to several years to produce a complete project. The time limitations given during the 48 means that students have to be quick to adapt to changes.
It's a really good process. It's not like making like a thesis film where you try to stick to the script the whole time. It's like, wow, that would be something really interesting or cool to do. Let's just do that. And it works, and it's great.
Of course, the lone 48 team swept the board, winning all 13 awards at the screening. Reporting for KGSM-TV, I'm Maddie Spath.
You can watch the team's submissions at the Griffin Film Festival in the spring.
Well, with the temperature beginning to drop, there are places in town such as the Belt Bowl that are a great option to stay warm and have some indoor fun. The Belt Bowl is located only 3 miles away from campus and offers many different activities to participate in. Missouri Western students can go to play a round of bowling, a game of laser tag, or one of their many arcade games. It is a great opportunity to come together with friends for some old-fashioned fun, and Missouri Western students can even take advantage of a nice little discount.
Wednesday night is our college night, so it's $5 off. We run a rock and bowl between 10 p.m. and midnight. We get a pretty good crowd.
It's only really $5 to bowl for 4 or 5 hours, and yeah, it's a lot of college students do that.
Well, I personally love the Belt Bowl. I have a great time there every time I go, and you can visit the Belt Bowl website for more information.
Stay tuned. Up next, our own Kenny G is going to come back and give us our Missouri Western sports.
A leading problem I've faced is a misunderstanding on the part of students of the importance of academic advising. They miss appointments. They don't make appointments. But what's most disappointing is when they come unprepared. Give me a student with a plan in their head, or better yet, on paper. We could talk about their interests, not just about their classes. We could discuss internships, classwork, grad programs. It would open the door to what advising is truly about.
Can I help you?
But instead, they come to me in a panic when they need to register because...
I need to talk to you. I was trying to register for my classes, but it wouldn't let me do it because I need my PIN, and I haven't had time to set up an advising, so I don't even know what classes I need to take. So I just signed up for a bunch of random ones, and I'm going to drop them later. So can I have my PIN real fast? Because I'm still logged into a computer in the lab. Am I interrupting?
Take ownership of your education. Make the most of your advisement by being proactive, punctual, and prepared. You'll open the door to more personalized attention and avoid costly setbacks. It's never too soon to begin planning your next steps at Missouri Western.
Welcome to Sports. I'm Kenny G. As Western football looks to take on Missouri Southern this weekend and get back into the win column, we take a look back at the journey of one of its key players. Coming off a season devastated by a global pandemic, Western football continues to search for its identity as the season goes along. One thing they don't have to search for, however, is a ball-hawking safety.
Is intercepted. That one is picked off. Kobe Cummings at midfield. Sure, on 1st and 10 from the 25. Big deep throw by Frazier's picked off Kobe Cummings. A third pick.
Junior Kobe Cummings has been a force for the Griffs this season, leading the MIAA in interceptions with 6 takeaways. But for the third-year player, times weren't always like this. Although you are now the leader in interceptions in MIAA, it wasn't always like that. Take me back to your first start. I know it was a rough one against Central Missouri. You want to take me back and tell us about that story?
Yeah, so my first start ever was actually against an All-American tight end. And so it definitely was a shock, a big difference from high school to college ball. So just the overall physicalness, the size of him, the way he was able to move everything, it was just, honestly, it was kind of unbelievable because I'd never seen somebody that was like 6'7" be able to move the way he was moving. And so really just, I feel like it was more of an eye-opener of the things I needed to work on and, you know, the steps, the strides that I needed to do in order to be able to play in the MIAA and actually be able to compete with these guys.
Cummings learned lots of lessons as a true freshman that prepared him for the success he's having now. But it was the lessons learned from his biggest fan that he holds closest to him.
Really who I play for is my grandma. She was the rock in our family. Really just her passion, her drive, grit, you know, never complained about anything, always made things happen for the family. Raised me my first couple years of life, so really just having her with me all times and having her tattooed on my body, you know, it just, anytime I go to a rough place, I can always look down at it and know that she's there and, you know, wanted me to be the best person that I can be.
So you talked about the tattoo. Now tell me about, you know, the meaning of the tattoo. Why the owl? What does that symbolize for you?
So pretty much an owl, like, they can see just all 360. So just her being able to look at all points of views of life and being able to, even though she didn't get raised the best and have the best outcomes or the best situations and everything, she always made it work. How we doing, brother?
Cummings' owl-like calmness on and off the field are what his teammates and coaches rave about.
You need to stay calm under pressure. Like Kobe, he never gets too high, never gets too low. He's always just very calm, and the moment's never too big for him.
Yeah, he's definitely level-headed. You know, he's not a guy that's ever gets too high or too low, right?
Plays calmly, but with a lot of aggression, if that makes sense.
So I've talked to a bunch of your teammates, and one thing they tell me is you're calm, you're you know, cool under pressure. How'd you come about that? How did that type of leadership, how'd you form that?
Honestly, I would say it started at a young age. So ever since youth league, I've always kind of had like a natural leadership thing about me, and I feel like it also came from my parents. Them just always telling me, you know, always go out there, do your best. Things are going to be out of your control, but it's about the things that you can control.
Congrats on leading the league in the interceptions. I hope that you continue to keep going, and hopefully, you know, I'll be sitting here interviewing you again.
Absolutely. Anytime. Appreciate you, Kenny.
Missouri Western and Special Olympics of Missouri collaborated this week for a United Play Day, an opportunity for sports Olympic athletes to learn and play alongside collegiate athletes. The day was filled with smiles and laughs, but for some SOMO athletes, this was their chance to showcase their skills and get buckets.
How's your team looking? We're looking good right now. We're just down by 2. Defense! Hands! Let me see your hands! Defense! Defense! Defense!
Remember, it's not about having fun. It's about winning, right? Yeah. All right, let's do it. All
right, so let's go out there, let's move the ball, and let's see some buckets, all right? All right, ready? Hey, everybody's hands in. Everybody hands in. Come on, ready? Hey, ready? Hey, come on, JC. Come on, JC. Hand in. All right, ready? Let's go. Camo 1-3. 1, 2, 3. Camo! Let's go! I'm ready. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Let's go! Let's go!
Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.
Welcome back. As the semester continues on, Missouri Western is looking to hire more student tutors. Tutors get to help their peers succeed in the classroom while also earning a little bit of income. The requirements for being a tutor are an overall GPA of 3.0 or better and 2 faculty recommendations. Working as a tutor is very convenient to those people who do it because the location is right on campus. It's also a great resume builder. Currently, the Center for Academic Success is looking to hire student tutors for math and writing.
So if you're interested in becoming a math or writing tutor, we want you to probably even just drop in and talk to us. Okay, you talk to me about writing and you talk to our math coordinator, Amber Halstead, about math. And that way we can kind of explain what a tutor does and get a sense of it if it's something you're really interested in.
I gained so much confidence just as a person, like from tutoring. I mean, you're tutoring, you're giving your knowledge to someone else.
That sounds like a fantastic opportunity. For more information on how to apply, you can contact the Career Center for Student Involvement. Another great opportunity was the Society for Collegiate Journalists hosted their 2nd annual career night in the Fulkerson Center last week. Now, the event gave students a peek into what a career in the communication and journalism industry may look like, with special guests spanning from multiple industries and businesses. So students had the chance to get their own work evaluated.
It was fun. It's also good to get back into the swing of things with COVID, amidst COVID, I should say. It was really good to just be around new people and hear about different jobs and see other people gathering and talking about careers and all of us just growing up and going into the real world now. It's very exciting. I think it gave us all a really good perspective of how the job world is going to be for a lot of people. For me, I know especially, I've never been to a career fair before, so it kind of gave me an outlook on what to expect and also gave me a wider array of a lot of jobs that are in St. Joe area.
Each department has different ways to help students prep for life after graduation, and this is just one small way to begin that process. Well, with Halloween weekend kicking in, we're just wishing that everybody has a fantastic time and stay safe out there.
Everybody hopefully has a great time, has fun, and we will see you guys back here next week.
Get that candy.
Yes.